see the blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, we're in a little bit of a different location in my house. I've just been testing out filming in all different locations. This is my kitchen. It's near a coffee bar. So as you can tell by the title, today I am telling you guys all the things I didn't expect about wedding planning. I want to preface this by saying that it's going to sound like I'm complaining, but I just want you guys to know that I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to be getting married, but it is just so stressful. So I feel like this can help a lot of brides out there. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing is probably the silliest and most obvious, but it's just how stressful it is. I knew it was going to be like sort of stressful. There was a lot of decisions that had to be made, but I didn't know to the extent of how stressful it would be. I have like 30, okay, that's dramatic, like 5 to 10 gray hairs that grew up here because of how stressed I've been. There is just so much to think about, and it's just a big event. Lots of decisions that you have to make and payments that need to be paid, and it is seriously so freaking much. And yes, weddings are dreamy and fairy tale and but there's just so much that goes into them to make them look like that or make them turn out a certain way. And I just always thought it'd be fun, like, oh, I get to pick my dress, I get to like pick all the food and all of this, but it is a lot to keep track of, a lot that you have to do, and a lot of work that you have to put in. And I just don't think I was expecting that. The second thing is my least favorite, and it is how many people have opinions, how many people like force their opinions on you. A lot of family members, people close to you, people involved in the wedding, whatever, they are going to have so many opinions about what you do, what you choose to do, anything involving the wedding. And a lot of times it's not going to line up with yours. And if you're anything like me, I am super sensitive. Like when I have ideas for things, I just want people to be supportive of me, like it is me and Brian's day, and it's the only day for us that we get to celebrate us coming together as one. We're never going to do this again. So we want to do it the way that we want to do it, and people have their own opinions and it can come off rude even if they don't mean to. I feel like a lot of people in our lives didn't mean to come off as rude, and half of them probably don't even know that they're coming off as rude, but I'm so sensitive that it really hurts my feelings. It's just a lot to take that in and to not have people like supporting your opinions. It's just hard to take people's opinions when you have a certain way that you want things and you want to do certain things and they don't agree with it. It's so hard. That's honestly been the biggest struggle for me. But again, a lot of these people don't even know they're hurting my feelings, but I just would say, like, you've got to have thick skin. I mean, again, it's case by case. Not everyone's inner circle is going to be opinionated, but just know that there are a lot of opinions that come with wedding planning. You have to be firm in where you stand or open to other ideas. The third thing has also probably been up there with top struggles of things I didn't expect, was how lonely wedding planning actually is. So for me, when I envisioned wedding planning, I just pictured like all of my family and like the wedding party. Like we would always be talking and we'd be like coming up with ideas for wedding planning, or like girlfriends would come over and we'd do wedding DIYs, or they would come to all my important steps along the way with me, that kind of thing. And the truth of the matter is, and this is not meant to be in a rude way, is that no one is going to care as much as you, the bride, and maybe the groom do, because it's not their wedding. Like, as much as they are excited for you, it's not their wedding, and they just don't care as much. And that kind of like slapped me in the face. It's not these people's fault at all. People aren't going to be able to come to certain appointments with you. They're going to cancel last minute. They're going to cancel in general. They have things that are going on that day, and as much as it hurts you, that's totally not a reflection on them and how they feel about your wedding. It's just that people have their own lives and own things going on in their lives, and like I've repeated 100 times, it's not their wedding, and you can't make them care more about it when they have their own things going on. So it can be a very lonely process, so just be prepared for that. The fourth thing is how fast it goes by. So we got engaged December of 2018, so by the time the wedding comes around, it's gonna be a 1.5-year long engagement. In the beginning, I felt like it was going so slow. I was getting things done right away. So we started a 1.5 years out, and in the beginning, I was like, it's never gonna get here. But before I knew it, it was like I blinked and it's 3 months until the wedding. So no. My fridge just kicked on and it makes these noises. If you can hear that, I'm so sorry. But just enjoy every moment of it, the good and the bad. It goes by so quickly, and I know the wedding day is gonna go by even quicker. The fifth thing is how different it is from Pinterest. So I'm sure a lot of people expected this, maybe you didn't, but if you're like me, I've had a wedding Pinterest board for years. Pinterest and the pictures and all of that are just snapshots of the planning and the day. It's meant to make it look dreamy and beautiful and wonderful, and it's not like it can't be all those things, but trust me, those pictures don't show everything that goes on, everything that is involved in the planning. It is very different from Pinterest, and I know that. Obviously, if you have all the money in the world, you can make these elaborate things happen, but for most of us who don't have all the money in the world, it's very different. You can take inspiration from these pictures and you can DIY things, but just know that if you are expecting your whole Pinterest board to be what your wedding is, you're gonna be very disappointed. Just focus on your own wedding and your ideas and your venue and the things that you have available to you, and make the best of those things and make it what you think is beautiful. And who cares about the rest? If you love it, that's what matters. It doesn't matter if it looks like Pinterest. The next thing is, I wasn't expecting how much I would change my mind. So if you don't have a long engagement, this might be different. But for me, again, our engagement will be a 1.5 years. And my styles and my taste in things have changed. So in the beginning, mine was very country chic. Hence why we're getting married in a barn. I've always thought barn weddings are beautiful, but if I were to go back and change it, I would definitely do a greenhouse. That is like my dream. Yeah, country chic, all of the like twine or jute, whatever you want to call it, burlap, all that shiz. That no offense if you like that, it is not my style anymore. If you have a super long engagement, write down everything you want and make sure in the beginning that is what you want, because I mean, the closer you get to the wedding, you're not going to be able to change these things anymore and have them go cohesively, because I changed so many times. I feel like some things aren't going to be cohesive or aren't really what I envisioned, but that's the fun of it. Who even cares? No one's going to remember the decorations or anything. I've changed my mind a lot. I'm still changing my mind. The next one is, I wasn't expecting to feel like I have nothing done. I don't know if it's because I got a lot of the big stuff done in the beginning, or if it's because the people I know who are planning weddings or just got married, if it's because they don't like show the process at all, that I'm like, oh my God, I bet they have so much done or this or that. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I have nothing done. And I mean, I know I have all the big stuff. I got venue, food, this and that, but, and I mean, I have my app that tells me what I need to get done by when, and I got like all them checked off, but I always feel like, oh my God, it's coming so fast. I don't have this done. Oh my gosh. That is something that, I don't know, do other brides feel like that? Like no matter how many boxes I check of things I've done, I don't feel like I've done enough. I don't know, but I think more brides need to share what's going on and what all they've done and stuff so that I can feel like maybe I'm on the right path. The next thing that I wasn't expecting is how organized you have to be. There are so many things involved in a wedding. Like, you think it's just venue, catering, your dress. Honey, no, there are so many people involved in your wedding and things that you have to do. So many people you're emailing, texting, mailing things to. There's so many. Like, we just got this calendar on our fridge that is color coded for things that are like wedding related, etc. I have my email, I have different folders for like wedding things, receipts, like honeymoon stuff. There is so many things that are involved. You need to be organized. There were times when I wasn't organized. I lost a packet of important papers from our DJ that we like had to give to them 4 weeks on end, and I was panicking because I could not find these papers. There were times when I couldn't find contracts, when I was trying to figure out pricing, like, was this stated in the contract? I'd lost those papers. It is important to be organized. So organize your email into folders. If you have a big calendar for you and your fiance to see, do that. If you have a personal planner, make sure you have everything listed in there. Any papers you receive, save everything. Keep them all in the same place. All your wedding stuff in the same place. That stuff can come in handy, and it can be very important stuff that maybe you don't know is important in the moment. So I wasn't expecting how organized you really have to be. The next thing, I didn't expect there to be so many like Facebook groups out there. This was something I realized more recently because I felt like I had no one to talk to or no other brides to talk to. I don't know how I came across it, but there are lots of Facebook groups that you can join, and any question I have, I ask it, and there are like hundreds of people who respond. It makes me feel more like I have stuff done. Like I said earlier, how I always feel like I don't have enough done. These pages really helped me and really reassured me because there are tons of people with the same wedding date as me stating what they had done, and I'm like, oh, thank the Lord, thank the heavens. And also just things that I don't know, and who am I gonna ask? You can Google, but then Google makes me feel like crap half the time. So there's so many Facebook groups. I'll link the ones, I think I'm involved in like 2 down below. There are people, like, they show you DIYs that they've done, and they link a lot of stuff. You can ask any question you want. That has just been so helpful. I was not expecting that. I didn't know there were things that like that out there, but they've been a game changer in the last 6 months of wedding planning. So highly recommend you guys join if you are a bride looking for some answers. Truthfully, I was gonna try to come up with a 10th one just to make it an even 10, but I couldn't think of one. So I hope this video helped you guys. Any brides out there, good luck with your wedding planning. If you guys have any questions down below, or always feel free to DM me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have any more video requests as far as wedding or just anything in general, leave them down below. It helps me out a ton. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.